She was pastor's daughter.
Okay.
Oh God, you.
Got her pregnant.
So she was a virgin, eh?
Huh?
She was a virgin, eh?
She was a virgin.
No.
Why are we discussing that? I think there's a lot of things. I mean, my life is attached to a lot of people. You know, I've got kids. I've got like 5
Oh
kids.
shit, a lot of
You
people.
know, I've got family, and you know, I think at some point, really, it's about fitting, into that section, and also like. When you get married, you're bringing all these people into the situation.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of preparation that actually comes with that. I'm sure Macg can
Yeah,
tell us
yeah,
a lot about
100%.
that.
Yeah.
The moment that we've all been waiting for, reason comes to podcast and chill and clears all of the shenanigans that have been happening. As we all know, he pulled up on Piano Pulse guys, Taghi and also Sfiso, and yeah, gave them like a taste of their very own medicine. He said, "Look, talk what you talked on my face." But then this particular episode is not about that. It is about him and getting married. So yeah, listen up what Reason has to say about getting married.
Trying, why are you not doing it?
Joe, marriage is preparation. You gotta like get everything in line. Prepare yourself. All women have requirements, so we're getting the requirements.
So what about marriage? Aren't you ready? Like in the marriage criteria, what haven't you attained for you to say I'm doing it now? Because it sounds like it's what you want to do.
Ooh,
Bro, you comfortable,
a lot of things.
Miss,
You look like you.
yeah. I am. Do I look comfortable? No. Look at me, dog.
Agree on one thing. Marriage is a very complicated engagement, right? No pun intended. But like marriage is something that is very sophisticated. It has a lot of ins and outs just to get married. I'm not talking about what happens inside of the marriage, but I'm just talking about the overall, thing of getting into that. It's a whole lot of logistics. Families are involved. Your family is involved. My family is involved. You come with your baggage. I come with my baggage. So it's a very sophisticated type of a thing.
I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable. Don't crap. Yeah. You know what? I should have come with my couch. I should have come with my couch. My lazy boy. It's the only place where I'm comfortable. But I am. I'll work with what we have.
Yeah. Shout out. I think there's a lot of things. I mean, my life is attached to a lot of people. I've got kids. I've got like 5 kids.
Oh shit, a lot of people.
I've got family, and I think at some point, really, it's about fitting, into that section, and also like. When you get married, you're bringing all these people into the situation.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of preparation that actually comes with that. I'm sure Macg can tell us a lot about
100%,
that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just
Bro, but
Okay,
you like a lover, ne? You like a lover,
to
bro.
the core, bro.
Because I remember I saw you. You guys did a reality show. I think it was you. You were still married, I think.
Yeah. I was married. Oh, Rap Dads.
You rap that.
You were married, bro. Yeah, I was married. I got married at 21.
Whoa!
I was 21 when I got married.
Look, I don't know about you, but I have a very big problem with people who get married at a very young age. At a young age, number one, you're very naive, and I think some psychologists have already stated that, look, you need at least, like a reasonable, mature adult is at 25, So for me, getting married is something of like 30 years or something, Before that, like it doesn't make any type of sense. That's why we have like these high divorce rates, of young people and also older people, because look, at that particular point they haven't really matured, they haven't explored, and I'm not talking about exploring as in having like multiple partners. I'm talking about exploring yourself, finding who you are, what do you want, what do you actually like, because some of the things like we don't like them, not that we don't like them, it's because we are not exposed to them. It's not because we don't like them. We are not exposed. We don't know those type of things. So giving yourself that particular time to kind of like get those things, find those particular things, I think for me, it makes a lot of sense.
Regrets? Like, why would you do that at 21?
The only regret.
Would you advise your son to do that at 21?
No, I wouldn't advise my son to do it at 21.
At least Saul understands, and also reason is backing my answer.
One, just purely because of what 21 is. You know, when I look at 21-year-olds, I'm like, yo, I won't lie.
Baby.
I also don't know what it was about my dad that said, do what you got to do, bro. But like, it was a conversation, like, you don't want to do this. But like, I was so inside. She was pastor's daughter.
Okay.
Oh, God. Ooh.
Got her pregnant.
So she was a virgin, eh?
Ah.
She was a virgin, eh?
She was a virgin.
No.
Why are we discussing that? Why would you ask that? What's wrong with you?
Nah, that's okay.
Why don't you ask, was he a virgin?
Cut that out.
No, but she was a PK's kid, so
She was
he's
a pastor's
proud. He
kid.
doesn't want you to cut it out, I think.
Yeah, but what if she wasn't?
But then what do you think she was?
Saying it, no, saying I should marry now. Little question, because it's a compromising situation if she wasn't.
Yeah.
But a PK's kid gotta be.
Oh, peace.
Well, I'll let you decide. So yeah, but the thing about it is, it was something that I already. She's like she was my high school sweetheart.
Nice.
You know, we were, we've been together for like quite a bit of time.
I don't know. What do you think about pastors' kids? You know, I think there's some moral obligation that is there, that this particular person must actually, be perfect in a type of way, and now, as you can see, that person actually divorced, so it's a very like, I don't know. For me, I think it's a blessing and it's also a curse, because obviously it's a blessing that you are raised in a functional family. Well, that depends on that particular pastor. You are being raised in a functional family, mom, dad is there, they are there for you, and then now the question becomes, do you actually become that particular example, or do you become that particular person? Because remember, like, ego is involved here. When it comes to pastors, ego is very much involved. They want to make example of themselves. Like, there's no pastor that is out there that is not married. If you're not married, you are obliged, and you are told that you must get married, so that you can become an example, So it's a very slippery slope. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this eventually. I was inside.
Anyway.
I was convinced that's where I was going, And her being pregnant was also like, you know what? Actually, let me just do this now. Because I don't want a child born out of wedlock and so on and so forth. So let me just do this proper. Did the lobola.
So you had how many kids with her? Two.
Yeah, two.
So you get 2 kids with her, then you leave her, then you start dating right?
Yes.
Have how many kids with her?
By the way, I can't say her name.
Oh, okay.
I've been legally.
Tell me what you think in the comment section. Is it a good idea for you to fall in love when you're young? Is it like a really good idea? Because look, at the end of the day, I think we can all agree on one thing. Like, you are still growing, you're a young person, and you are still to discover who you are. You're still to discover the things that you like. And at that particular point, I think when you are young, it's puppy love, man. Look, at the end of the day, we have to be really honest. It's puppy love. It's not something that is unique. It's not something that is, pushed by interest, or we share the same things, we share the same, like, at some point when you're 25 and we are in 4-year marriage with this particular individual, you realize, actually, I can't have a really good conversation with this particular person with the things that I'm really interested in. Then you find some co-worker at work, in which you share the very same values, you share the very same interests, and you start gravitating towards them. And that is the very big issue that we must really address at this particular point. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like and also subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. This is Macg University.